Welcome to the Thrive Hive podcast, the place where success meets reinvention and nothing, I mean nothing, is off limits. I'm your host, Nancy Medoff, speaker, coach, best-selling author, and former corporate VP who knows firsthand what it means to leave a wildly successful career behind, to build a dream business in life, then blow it all up again when it's simply no longer enough. This show is for the positive disruptor. The woman who's already done the big job, built the business, raised the kids, and still knows in her heart she is meant for more. Here, we don't wait for permission to feel free. We talk about reinvention, aligned ambition, managing our energy, boundaries, and the power of surrounding yourself with the right women. This is not a networking group. It's not a therapy session. This is a space for elevated, honest conversations about business, life, and what it really means to thrive. So if you're ready to stop carrying it alone, ready to connect with women who get you, and ready to design what's next with clarity and confidence, come on in. This is your space. This is your time. Welcome to the Hive. Thrivesters. I'm back. Woo, boy, am I back. I am back and I'm recording on a new platform. Let's see how this goes. What could possibly go wrong? Just recording, no testing, just doing it. Well, it's been a minute, and as you may know, I was in Africa, and I went on a bucket list trip to Africa with a dear, dear friend to celebrate her birthday, and I have to tell you, I came back changed. So if you've been to Africa, you probably already know what I'm talking about. It's just an extraordinary place to go. The people are the warmest, kindest, most genuine, fantastic people. To be in the wild with wild animals. We're talking like I saw a cheetah chase and take down an antelope. The first thing I saw was a lion at dusk roaring, and it really shook me to my bones. This was an absolutely incredible experience. So if you're on the fence, go. And I'm not a huge animal person, and I was just blown away. But that's not my point. My point is this: it changed me, and I had quite a few epiphanies. I'm going to share three of them with you today, and because I had some downtime. It was definitely a whirlwind. We went on safari all of the days that we were there, and we went most days twice. So it was a lot of go out, come back, relax, enjoy the beautiful scenery. But anyway, I had these three little epiphanies, and I'm gonna share them with you. And I really wanted to get these out to you. So that's why I'm a little like all over the place, mostly because I'm just still a little out of it. But I wanted to get these to you. So was the first epiphany. So we did a hot air balloon, which was super fun. And I remember you have to get up really early in the morning, and you go like 4:00, you have to get up. You go before the sun rises. And anyway, the captain said, listen, we're going to go up and we're going to go where the wind takes us. Literally, you are going where the wind takes you. And I sat for a minute and I thought, I'm like literally going where the wind takes me. Nobody's controlling this. Nobody's steering this. There's no steering. This is if the wind goes left, we go left. And if the wind goes right, we go right. And it was like really, really, really wild. So what I realized was I felt so free. I had no responsibility. I was up there. I remember I was up in this hot air balloon, and I could hear a little bit of wind. I mean, it wasn't very windy. And we were just floating up there, and I was literally going where the wind takes me. And I'm sure you've heard that expression before. And it made me think about, we plan and we plan and we plan. And when you plan, when you overplan or you plan everything, you don't leave a lot of room for the unexpected. And you don't leave a lot of room, or I don't leave a lot of room for wonderful surprises. And if you're planning and planning and planning, you really don't have a lot of freedom. If you think about it, I mean, freedom is not planning. Freedom is seeing where the day takes you. And I remember when I first moved to Chicago, I lived in Chicago for many years. I was single, and I would wake up in the morning on a Saturday, and I would go for a jog or a run down to the lake. And I remember I would be gone for hours, not running, but I would go I would finish my run and then I would just wander around the different parts of the city. And I had so many really cool adventures and met cool people and just discovered delightful little places. It was almost like I was a tourist in my own town. I mean, I was because I was new there, but I didn't plan on purpose. And then when I came back from Africa, I'm back on Africa now. When I came back for 2 days, I didn't plan anything. I nothing. And I wanted to see a lot of people and I wanted to do a lot of things. But I said, nope, I'm going to ride this wave. I'm going to let myself settle back in. And it was glorious not having to be somewhere or having to see someone or planning. It was almost like meditative for me because I overplan and I'm always planning something or going somewhere. So sometimes it makes sense to just let the wind take you. So that's the first one. Number two, this was very cool. So when I was there and we were on safari and I was taking photos and videos of animals and watching animals, you're in this, it's a Land Cruiser that's all open like a Jeep, and you just sit and you wait. And, you wait to see what the animals are going to do. Sometimes they'll do something cool, sometimes they don't. And you're sitting there with the animal or with whoever you're with, and you're sitting there, you're present there. You're not multitasking. There's no one was on their phone. No one was, people were taking out their cameras on their phone, but you're not thinking about what's next. You are fully present in the moment. And I remember we after a day or so, I said, why are all these animals sitting down all of a sudden? Like the animals were sitting down in the grass. And our tour guide, shout out to Peter, he's the best. He said, it's going to rain and they want to make sure that they have a dry spot. So they're sitting down so that their spot doesn't get wet. Like they're protecting their grass so they won't sit in wet grass. And the simplicity of that, like, oh, okay, wait a minute. So they know rain's coming. So they sit down so that their grass underneath them doesn't get wet. And I thought about, we have Lululemon rain slickers and giant golf umbrellas, and we overcomplicate things. And I get it, we're not animals living in the wild. But they have that instinct, oh, it's raining, I'm going to sit, and I'm going to sit here so that the grass beneath me doesn't get wet. They are where they are, and everything is happening where they are. They're not thinking about the next thing they're going to do. They're thinking, if they're thinking, I don't really know. I know they think, but it's going to rain. I'm going to sit down and protect my spot. Like everything is in the moment. They're not trying to optimize anything. They rest when they're tired. They move when they're not tired. They eat when they're hungry. It's the simplicity and the presence was such a great reminder. And I found a way to take it with me, and to take that presence with me, and I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. So the third was, this is such a great story. I hope I do it justice. Connection changes everything, is what I want to say. So we were in this camp, this camp lodge type place. So the animals have been known to roam through the camp or the lodge, and that's probably not very good at night. If there's a lion, if you're walking in from your room and there's a lion roaming around in front of you, first of all, they won't hurt you. They're not interested in you, but you never know. And people do silly things. So whatever, they want to make sure that they said, just make sure you don't walk through the camp alone. And I thought that was a little weird. And I'm like, seriously? But then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. Like there's no fences. It's just, this camp is in the middle of the Maasai Mara. Like hippos were frolicking in the river outside my tent. My luxury tent, might I add. That's how wild it is. Anyway, my point is, so they have these men from the Maasai tribe. They come and they work at the camp or the lodge, the camp, and their job is to escort you when you're ready to go wherever you want to go. They have like a little stick with them in case an animal comes up. They don't have guns. It's not as dramatic as I think sometimes people make it out to be. Anyway, and they're in full Maasai uniform or Maasai traditional clothes. So this is it's like a skirt. They have a spear. Sometimes they might have some kind of a head dressing. And, we don't really see that a lot in the United States. I remember, and they look fierce. So that's what I'm trying to get at. They look fierce because they have this eye of the tiger look because they're always on alert and they're always looking around, and they have a spear in their hand. They look a little fierce. And I remember one of them, his name was Dominic, one of the men that I met. And when I first met him, I was kind of like, oh, like Dominic's a little scary. Okay, I guess great, because he was intense, and I thought he was intense. So I said something, we didn't really, his English was a little broken. I don't speak Swahili, but I learned a few words. Anyway, so I said something and he broke out into the biggest smile. And that smile lit up the whole country. I'm telling you right now. So there was this fierce warrior, and his smile I'm still talking about it 2 weeks later. And it was this big, warm, genuine smile. And it brought us together, and it brought us to the same place. No shared language. Our worlds are literally worlds apart. And it reminded me that at the end of the day, we're all just people. And we're all just people kind of connecting with other people. And it really, really resonated with me. And I remember, I might get emotional. I remember when I went to leave, so we were in this camp for 5 days. And you get to know everybody really well, and the staff really well. And a bunch of them came to see us goodbye, and Dominic wasn't there. Whatever, he wasn't working that day. And I'm like, where's Dominic? I'm like, please tell Dominic I say goodbye. And I was upset that I couldn't say bye to Dominic. Meanwhile, I probably said 5 words total, and he probably said 5 words total to me. But every time I would see him, he would break out in that huge smile after we had our little moment. And it just really, really made me cherish the value of human connection. We're all humans, and it was powerful. So I'm going to make an effort to try to continue that connection, whatever that looks like. I don't know what it looks like yet. However, I did say that I was going to tell you how I'm bringing the mindfulness, being present in the moment lesson back with me. So I committed to myself 10 minutes a day, I'm going to do some kind of mindfulness something. It might be meditation. It might be guided meditation. It might be 10 minutes of restorative yoga. It might be sitting in a room by myself for 10 minutes to reset my nervous system. So that's another thing. So when you're there, when you're in the safari, there's a lot happening. I mean, literally this lion is roaring as the king of the jungle, and he's literally 10, 20 feet away. And you kind of get a little hopped up. The cheetah chase I was telling you about, my heart was pumping like I was on the ceiling. It was very adrenaline rushing. And I remember both me and my friend, when we got back to the camp, we were like, yeah, I'm gonna just take a few minutes. I'm gonna take a few minutes in my tent and just kind of decompress a little bit. And knowing that I needed to do that, and then the value or the benefit of doing that really, really stuck with me. So since I've been back, 10 minutes every day. That's it. 10 minutes. You can do anything for 10 minutes a day. And if I feel like doing it longer, I'll do it longer. And what I want to do is I want to get the consistency in there. And because I know I can do 10 minutes a day, I will do it every day. I will get into it. And I will then be able to build from that base. And a few nights ago, it was very late. I got in late, which is not normal for me. And I didn't get my meditation in, and I was really tired. It was like 9 o'clock, and usually I'm in the bed by 9. And I said, no, I'm going to do this. And the guest room was freezing because it's very cold here in the Northeast right now. So I dragged my yoga mat into the bedroom because that was a little warmer. And I turned out the lights, and I lit a little candle, and I just sat there on my yoga mat for 10 minutes. Did my husband understand what I was doing? He did not, which is why he tried to talk to me while I was doing it. Yes, I was cross-legged. Yes, I was in the meditation position, and yet he felt the need to talk to me. Anyway, and I love him for that. We then clarified that, and I went back to my meditation for like 10 minutes. My point is, I did it again today, middle of the day. It's wherever I can grab that 10 minutes to just reset my nervous system. There is so much happening in the world right now. A lot of it is not good. There's still goodness out there. We are bombarded all day. It's hit after hit after hit in your personal life, at work, in the world. I mean, for me, it's becoming extraordinarily overwhelming. So for that 10 minutes, that's my time. And here's the other thing. I'm looking forward to it now. Like I'd be like, oh, I gotta go do a meditation. I said I would do a meditation. I made the commitment. I'm gonna do a meditation. Now I'm like, I get to go sit and just be for 10 minutes, and I'm looking forward to it, which is great. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. I have the beauty of Africa. I have the 3 lessons I learned. And I encourage you, if you can, pick one of those 3 things. Either letting the wind actually take you somewhere, like maybe it's a day, maybe it's a Saturday afternoon where you don't plan anything. I know you, and like attracts like, and you listen to this podcast because it resonates with you. And if it resonates with you, I know that you are probably not leaving your weekend days completely free. Maybe you are. If you are, good for you. I truly am happy for you. But if you're not, see if you can block out, I don't know, an afternoon, a morning, a whole day, a whole weekend if you really want to get crazy. So let the wind take you, and or being fully present, be where your feet are. If you haven't heard that expression, that's an expression of, if you look down at your feet, be where your feet are. Be present in the moment. And seek out that human connection, because man, it can come out of nowhere, and there is nothing more powerful. So with that, Thrivesters, I'm back, and I got a lot for you in the coming weeks and months. And I missed you, and I can see from the downloads that you missed me. That's awesome. If this episode resonates with you for any reason, or hopefully it does, if you think someone would enjoy it, please share it with them and let me know. And with that, I say to you, peace out. Go out there and thrive like you mean it. That's a wrap, Podsters. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Thrive Hive podcast. Hopefully, after listening today, you're feeling a little more fired up, a little inspired, or maybe a little more like yourself and like the person that you know you're meant to be. And if you loved today's episode, take a screenshot, share it on Instagram, tag me. I love to see where and when our Thrive Hive is growing. And if you're thinking about someone who you think should really listen to this episode, send it her way, because we all deserve to go out and live that life we work so hard to build. Now, go thrive like you mean it.